and John is off the set now. We're just a little, we just do things as we do them. Paula, so good to have you back.
Thank you so
and you
much.
brought your crown with you.
I brought it home. The last time
that's
I was...
a pretty spectacular thing.
It's great.
I've always wanted to be a diva.
You did?
Yes, and you're the diva.
You can try it on.
No.
But see, it's more than that, though. And that's what people ask me. What's that thing, like National... Ms. 2000. What is that? What is that?
You're getting attention for a very important cause.
Yes, I'm giving it a voice, and that's why I think Crowns of Inspiration do such a great job, because it's I don't want people to look at it as it's a pageant, it's a beauty pageant, because it's not.
No, it really isn't.
It's about what you do in the community, and I'm so grateful that one of my viewers from Parentology, Peter Sotiak, nominated me for this. And, Portia, Internet Ninja Marketing, Ann's Washington and in Saratoga, and Alpen House were big supporters. Like, they made this happen. They helped me give a voice to the platform. And the platform is Breaking the Silence of Domestic Violence, and October is the national,
And we're having an author on that's written a book next week on that.
And everybody keeps telling me I need to reach out to Mr. Fusillo if you're out there.
Absolutely.
But
because that would be huge.
That would be huge, And it was great that I was here in, was it June, July? Before the competition.
Before the competition.
Yeah. And it was great when I was up on stage, and when they called my name as the winner, it was almost like I was in La La Land, like it's really not happening.
No. Did they say that? Or I don't want to get up there and
no, they called my name, and the winner is, and I'm there, like,
You're
okay, I'm the winner,
Second like
yes, and when they came and put the crown, I just started crying, and my family goes, "Oh, that's part of the act, right?" And I said, "There's no act.
No, there's no act. You can't do that."
And I think the reason why that happened was because ever since I started, voicing and saying that, I'm doing about domestic violence and telling people what it is and the effects of it, so many women and men also have reached out.
Men are victims as well, but I think women more so because of the power that men have.
Right. And, it's not just about physical, it's emotional, financial, social, and the effects of it are just ridiculous. I mean,
well, we have the Y comes on to talk about this, and they try and have a safe house. I mean, and I know that you've had some difficulties in your life as well. It makes it hard for women because they have kids, they have, want to take their kids, their pets, they don't know how to leave.
Right. And that's the number one question that I have asked women when I interview them.
Why didn't you leave?
And I myself, as a survivor, don't have an answer for that question. Why didn't you leave? And there are so many things, and we all stumble through that question, through that answer, because you really don't know. It's almost like a psychological thing. But what I can tell women and men who are going through this, based on my experience, is don't give up. Don't give up, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, there is light at the end of the tunnel, even though you might think you are in the darkest spot ever in your life. But there are so many resources out there. I mean, domestic violence, every city, every county, every town has a domestic violence organization. There's a national coalition for domestic violence also. They've reached out to me. They want me to do stuff with them. And they're psychologists, and I know that, sometimes because of, again, some of the effects of it financially, you can't afford to go to a psychologist, but domestic violence, they have counselors, they have psychologists that can help you. And, when you're isolated and you don't want to talk about it with your friends because it's like the same thing over and over, and people sometimes think, oh my God, she's crazy, or they're crazy, you're really not crazy. And a psychologist said this to me: if you're questioning you're crazy, you're not crazy, because crazy people don't think they're crazy. But it's good. It's good to go talk to someone who's neutral about the whole situation. They will help you. They will give you, guidance on what to do, because it is about control. It's about power, and the abusers
it's all about power.
And if you have kids, they use the kids as a tool to get to you. And my advice is, don't engage as hard as it is, whether it's, today, texting, email, conversations, because you never know when they're recording and trying to use and distort stuff. So just be really careful and use the resources that are out there, because there are a lot of resources out there. And even though October is the month for domestic violence awareness. I'm going to continue this throughout my reign and even after. And I've actually created a GoFundMe page because this is a national competition. This was a national platform, so I do want to bring it national, not just the capital region, but I've made national sisters throughout this competition.
So we want Paula to succeed. If you can help her, we're going to have to, I've got another guest coming on, so I'm going to have to cut this interview a little bit short, but Paula's doing a great job. Check it out. She, go to her GoFundMe page and support all of the activities that help to raise the awareness of domestic violence. And in our next guest, we're going to be talking about mental illness, and which may be part of what's going on with some of the domestic violence
Exactly.
as well.